My 28M wife 27F can't stand the fact that I go running. Not sure how to navigate this situation. I started running this year in March and lost a ton of weight and am in the best shape of my life. I try to go pretty much every day. My wife started to tell me I'm looking small and she doesn't want to look bigger than me, so to go to the gym twice a week. I told her I want to competitively run and so getting leaner is the way to go for me, but she said I'm never going to achieve anything in this sport and the least I could go is look decent for her. I agreed to her demands and incorporated 2 gym sessions a week. Told her I'm going on a run club run tomorrow, designated gym day, and she's upset because she's telling me I don't take the gym seriously enough. Now she wants me to go 3 times a week. I'm upset with her demands but agree nevertheless, and she's upset I'm even upset in the first place. Saying after all the shit I've put her through in our relationship the least I could do is look 20% attractive for me. I stormed out after the comment. Not sure what to do here. It sounds like she's more insecure about herself than she is happy for you. She wants you to look bigger than her so she doesn't feel embarrassed? Location flag. Also, no one that takes fitness seriously would ever give you backlash for going running instead of the gym. Least I could do is look decent for her. Tell her to go fuck herself. Saying after all the shit I've put her through in our relationship the least I could do. Please explain this, as it seems there's way more than you're telling us. What is the shit that you put her through exactly? Does your wife even like you? Spoiler: no. Wait, what shit did you put her through? My 23 male boyfriend is looking to break up with me 23 female right after finishing his cancer treatment. Me F23 and my boyfriend M23 have been together coming up on almost 5 years now. We have had lots of ups and downs together. Going through long distance, growing up together, him having substance issues, and most recently this year he had stage 4B Hodgkin's lymphoma. He underwent 12 intensive rounds of ABVD chemo and Nivo and just finished treatment, final scan pending. We have always had a loving relationship despite ups and downs. He told me tonight out of the blue that he thinks we need to break up because he is unwilling to live in my part of the country once he's cleared from cancer, has feelings for a girl who has cancer who he has been talking with online, and that ultimately wants to see if there might be better out there. But also that this might be chemo brain and changes by the day. I feel like my whole world is crashing and burning. I gave the last 5 years of my life to this person, all my love, energy and attention, especially the last 6 months with the cancer. I feel like I'm being discarded along with the end of the cancer treatment. How do I cope? How can I move forward? Do I accept as just chemo brain? Looking for any support at all? Thank you less than 3. You stayed with this man through his hardest times, and he's willing to throw that away. For fuck's sake, that online girl is probably a catfish and he's talking to a man. At this point, he's made up his decision, and you would be begging for him back. You do not deserve this. I have no idea who chemo brain is, but why is that justified as a reason to cheat? You have 5 years under your belt. 5 sounds better than 10. Incoming. I just found out what chemo brain is. Give it some time. If he still feels this way, remember what I said. Unfortunately, this isn't uncommon after cancer treatment. I'd leave and disappear from his life without any way for him to come back into it when he realizes that he made a mistake. Love isn't enough when there's no respect, and dignity is better than a crappy relationship. This isn't uncommon, but having cancer isn't an excuse to be treated like shit. You are very young, so I would just respect his wishes and get on with it. You will find someone. You are 23, this is not the end of it for you. If you were my daughter, I would tell you how sorry I am that this hurts so much. You are a kind person for sticking beside him through so much. And I would tell you that your boyfriend is right, there is better out there for you. He is too emotionally immature to realize what a gem you are, or to even show a bare minimum enough of respect to break it off before he's thinking of pursuing another girl. Between the lack of gratitude, straying thoughts, and substance abuse, this might be the sad break you need to get yourself back on track. If you are going to be the kind of person who puts their all into a relationship even when it's hard, find you a partner who is willing to do the same for you. That's the least you can do for yourself. Cancer survivor here. Personally, chemo brain did not make me want to leave my husband. I can't imagine doing something like this to the person who helped me literally survive while in chemo. It will be heart-wrenching and sad, but you should leave. Find someone who deserves you. Cancer doesn't just happen to good people. The ups and downs and substance use was enough for you to dump him. I hate when women say ups and downs because the downs are like, he hit me and cheated on me, and the ups are, he finally remembered to unload the dishwasher. Nothing is where it should be and he yelled at me, but he did it. I know it's overwhelming, and I'm sure you have a couple laughs, but you could have a couple laughs with anyone. You do not have to resign yourself to a life of suffering. Break up and get into therapy to work on that self-esteem so you don't put up with ups and downs again. My 22F partner, 24M, wants twin to live with us indefinitely. How can I approach this? I, 22F, have been with my partner, 25M, for almost 2 years. We have been living together for a little over a year. Before I moved in, his twin brother also lived with him and still lives with us. We have recently been discussing getting a house together and have recently gotten engaged. Lately, my partner has been trying to involve his twin more in our outings together without asking me. I used to be friends with his twin as we went to high school together, but his twin typically just talks to my partner when we're all three together and leaves me out of the conversation. I've tried getting along and befriending the twin, but he doesn't seem interested in interacting with me much. My partner and the twin play video games together almost every other day, and there really isn't a way for me to get involved in this either, so at times I feel like I'm just a roommate rather than a partner. The twin has also walked in on us being intimate more than once. We've also been a lot less affectionate towards each other as there isn't a lot of privacy due to the size of apartment. This is where I had the idea of getting our own place. This seemed to be okay and my partner was really excited by this. However, they mentioned earlier this week that their twin would be coming with us as the twin can't afford to be on their own. The twin does work full-time but does not have their license. We live close near the twin's employment, but our area is car dependent. My partner currently takes the twin to and from work every day. This has also caused some issues in making plans around the twin's work schedule. I've offered to teach the twin to drive and help him get his license, but he is not interested. I feel guilty as I don't want someone to struggle but do not feel comfortable with my partner's twin living with us for the rest of our lives. I don't know how to voice these feelings to my partner and have been stuck on it. I don't have a lot of support in the area where I live, so I don't have anyone I can go to talk about. The twins have siblings and family in the area that have voiced in the past that the twin needs to become more independent, but it doesn't seem to influence much. I know twins usually have a strong bond and don't want to ask my partner to choose. This is giving Outlander vibes. You want to be married to one twin, not both. If your fiancé can't respect that, then you are not compatible. You're engaged, considering buying a home together. You have every right to expect your home purchase, marriage, life together is to support your private lives, not others. I would not buy a home with someone where there will be other people living with us. I worked hard in my life to save and get this point. If I am buying a home, I am ensuring I am also buying privacy. Your boyfriend can have as close of a relationship with his twin as he wants. But I would stop welcoming the third wheel addition to your date nights, most certainly be a hell no regarding living with a third. I'd highly recommend putting a hard foot down about this and only move forward when you know for a fact this will be a non-issue for your future together. Buying a home should come with your expected privacy. You need to have a private conversation with your doofus of a boyfriend. I know you love your twin, but he's not at all nice to me and hasn't been for a long time. I will not live with him for the rest of my life. You and I are getting married, not the three of us. If you insist on living with your twin, you'll be doing so without me and there won't be a wedding. So, while I don't want to do this, you'll need to choose me or your twin. Think carefully before you answer. In the meantime, start preparing for him to choose his brother. This honestly needed to be discussed ages ago. Your expectations for life with your partner is you two, and not the three of you. No time like the present. You're allowed to want what you want for your life, but be prepared that your fiancé is also allowed to want what he wants. And if that is to live with twin forever, you're not compatible. He is just not ready to grow up. Getting married is easy, the struggle comes after that. You are young, don't hurry to marry the first immature asshole. You really gonna marry him after all this? I feel like you're going to be the unpaid bangmaid for them, while he keeps playing his video games with his true partner. I would cut and run. You are only 22. My 29F partner, 32M, wants to keep baby but I don't. I'm feeling really lost about a situation I'm facing. I, 29F, just found out I'm pregnant, and while my boyfriend, 32M, was excited at first, I told him I don't want to keep the baby. We've been together for over 3 years, lived together, and have dreams of getting married and having kids someday, but right now just doesn't feel like the right time. I'm still in school and working full-time, and my boyfriend is currently laid off but does some side jobs. On top of that, I've been dealing with health issues like anemia and stomach problems, which makes me feel even less ready for the responsibility of a baby. He's really supportive and says he'll stand by me no matter what, but I'm just overwhelmed. It's hard to think about the future when I feel so unprepared right now. I don't want this to be the beginning of the end for us, and it feels like whatever choice I make won't be the right one and we will grow to resent each other. Would you put yourself first? Put yourself first. You don't feel that you all can support the baby. You are still in school. You are married. You are paying all the bills while he is laid off. You do not want the baby. All of those are valid reasons not to have a baby. That said, the relationship might not survive that. This is going to have an impact on your relationship one way or another, and I can't tell you what's the best decision to make. But you should do what you think is right for you. If the relationship breaks after that, it was probably going to no matter which choice you had made. Don't have a baby to save the relationship. It won't work, and then you'll be a single parent when you're still not sure you want to be a parent at all right now. If you're not comfortable, do not have the child. Period. I get his point fully, and to be fair, no one is ever ready and prepared for children for the most part. There will always be a new goal or move that will stand in the way. I would suggest you both, including him, get himself in a better job situation because having children is expensive and can take up a lot of resources. Having one while not having steady income is a nightmare to deal with. If this ends the relationship, then it wasn't a healthy or stable relationship to begin with. Either he supports you or he doesn't. Your unemployed boyfriend who says he wants marriage but hasn't proposed after 3 years now wants a baby? How is that supposed to work? Especially with your current health issues? Who is going to care for the baby while you work? Does he plan to be a sod? Because I doubt you can afford childcare with your job alone and pay all the bills he's not contributing to. I dunno. If you're on the fence at all, talk to your doctor about your health concerns and how pregnancy may impact them, or they may impact the pregnancy. Perhaps with more facts on the table, the decision will become even more clear.